Hi, everybody. It's Stephanie Parra, Government Relations Director for the Arizona Education Association. Here with your legislative update. It's Friday, January 31st, and we just finished the third week of the legislative session. It has been a wild session so far. We have um, over 2,000 bills. I think we did hit that mark this week with over 2,000 bills that have been introduced so far. So lawmakers have until February 10th to introduce bills. And so we're still seeing them come through. A lot of education bills always come through during the legislative session. So we're watching a lot of bills. You can go to our arizonaea.org slash legislative update to sign up and get updates from us. Our bill tracker has almost 200 bills on it, so you'll get access to that. And then we also will be releasing our budget summary of the governor's proposal this week in our legislative update. So if you're not signed up for that, make sure that you sign up at arizonaea.org slash legislative update. And I can put the link in the comments when I'm done with giving you guys these updates. Another note that I want to make sure to plug is that we have the request to speak sign up. So if you have members that are not yet signed up for the request to speak system or don't know how to use it, if you go back into our website, there is under the Legislative Action Center, there's a link that has a little training on the RTS, a training video, and then if you sign up there, we'll make sure that we get you signed up down at the Capitol, because you do have to, in order for your account to become active, you do have to activate it either at the Capitol, or if you're in Tucson, at the Capitol building in Tucson. So. But we can do that for you. So just sign up on the website, and then we'll get that done for you. A couple of updates from this week. So in House Education, there were two bills that got through committee that we do have concerns with. House Bill 2013 takes away teachers' authority to pass or fail students. It essentially it's a Fillmore bill. He talks a lot about social promotions and how we have to stop socially promoting students. So it takes authority away from teachers to make that decision about whether or not a student should pass or fail a class. Obviously, AEA signed and opposed. So that's one that we'll continue to monitor as it moves through the process. But that was House Bill 2013. House Bill 2015 is a bill related to supplemental materials, and really there's actually a couple bills. There's another one coming up in Senate Ed this week. A lot of talk, and this kind of started last year with over-prescribing the instructional materials for educators, and that's what this bill would do. It would require board approval before you could use any supplemental materials. So, it would really limit an educator's ability to use, articles, relevant information for supplemental materials in classroom instruction, because it would require governing board approval before you could use those materials in your classroom. It also has public posting and public hearing requirements to give the public time to give input on the actual materials being presented to students. So it's just one that would harm, we think would harm instruction, and we did sign and oppose to House Bill 2015. It did make it through committee 6-5, I believe, was the vote on both of those bills. Next week, coming up on Monday, in House Education, there is a bill, House Bill 2089. It's related to creating threat assessment teams. We have some concerns around the bill. Obviously, when it comes to the issue of threats to a school safety and a school campus, our approach is always to provide the mental health interventions and resources, ensure that students have access to counselors and social workers as the appropriate interventions for those potential threats. Our concern around this is that it creates a threat assessment team, and so we're just not sure that this team would be an effective way to approach issues around that. So one that we will continue to monitor, but that's House Bill 2089. Senate education, there are two bills. The one I mentioned is related to instructional materials. Senate Bill 1357 again overprescribes instructional materials for educators, and so 1357 will sign in opposed to that one. And then Senate Bill 1224 is a voucher expansion bill. So this would allow students on reservations to take an ESA voucher from the state of Arizona, so public tax dollars from the state of Arizona, and attend a private school in a neighboring state. And so it's taking Arizona state resources outside of the state of Arizona. So obviously we are strongly opposed to vouchers and strongly opposed to their expansion. So we will be signing in opposed to Senate Bill 1224. So these notes and other updates will be in the legislative update email that if you are signed up, you'll get from us this week. If you're not signed up, definitely, please again go to arizonaea.org/legislative update and sign up and stay in the loop on what's going on down at the Capitol this legislative session. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.